Hey guys, it's us again. We are doing our mini-series so you can see what our top 5 attractions, rides are at all the Disney parks and Universal and Islands of Adventure. And right now, we're going to be talking about
Islands of
Adventure. Let's check it out. So, Islands of Adventure. One thing about Universal compared to Disney is there's a lot more thrill rides.
Yes.
So a lot more roller coasters.
It's a lot more it's more adult.
Yeah.
Aimed towards adults, I'd say, or like older children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to Orlando for the magic of Disney, then you'll want to check out Universal because there's loads to do, and you definitely kind of get that thrill from the rides that are there. So I'm not sure what our top 5, if they're going to be the same, because there's so much. But let's just stop going on about it. Let's find out what our top 5 is. Let's do it. So, top 5. My top 5, the Jurassic Park River Adventure.
Same.
Is yours the same? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Jurassic Park.
I have a little trick on this ride, but you
go to the back.
Not go to the back, but just don't sit in the front if you don't want to get absolutely drenched. So when we did this, it was your first time doing it, I said let's not sit at the front.
Oh no, I want to sit at the front.
Because we will get very, very wet. No, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And I thought, you know what? He'll see for himself. So we did. We sat right at the front.
And we got soaked.
Well,
I
got soaked. So me, who's trying to prevent us getting wet, gets absolutely drenched, like from head to toe, literally dripping. Underwear,
shoes, shorts, t-shirt.
Yeah.
I think I was just a little bit down the back, and a little bit down the front, a little bit more shorts, but nothing major.
But that side, it is good fun. It's really cool. It's a little kind of boat ride where you go around and then you realise that the dinosaurs have escaped, and the next minute, just before the final drop, you get to see the big one, and it's quite a big drop as well, but it's a really cool ride. If you don't care about getting wet, then you have to do it, or even if you do, you still need to do it, but maybe sit in the back.
Or you can buy a poncho.
But try and buy a poncho before you get in the parks, because they can be quite
like
expensive.
I think they're $20.
$20 for a poncho, so buy a cheap one.
And they tear quite easily.
Yes.
Because yours ripped, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4.
My number 4, Poseidon's Fury.
Ooh.
See, this one doesn't really get talked about much, does it?
No,
a lot
it doesn't.
of people kind of skip past this.
This is my number 3, so I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but it's my number 3.
It's obviously it's amazing. Like, I thought it was really cool. It's more of a show, but it's like you kind of walk through it, if that makes sense. And as you're walking through, you walk through these tunnels where there is water being projected. No, not projected. Like,
it's just been spun around you.
Like right around you. You walk through these bridges, and literally
you kind of think
above
you're
you
get
is
like
water.
wet.
Yeah, you think you're gonna get soaked, but obviously the pressure of the water going round. It's just like a whirl.
You get a bit
tunnel.
of spray, but it's so
amazing.
Cool. It's a really good attraction. I think people miss it because a lot of people are either heading to Harry Potter and they completely miss that whole section.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get a chance to check it out, make sure you do.
It's really cool.
It's really, really cool. So my number 4 is the Popeye kind of river rapids kind of ride. This you do get wet on. There's just no stopping it, but you get thrown around like mad. But it's such good fun. You want to do it on a day where the sun's out. If the sun's not out, do not do it, because you do get very wet and you'll never dry off. But it's so cool. I absolutely love that ride.
Again, get a poncho.
Get a poncho. Yeah, get a poncho. And you can, there are lockers nearby, so if you've got things that you just cannot get wet, then you can use the lockers. But in the middle of the kind of river rapid kind of car thing, you can put your stuff and close it down. But it does sometimes get a little bit wet. So if it has to stay dry, then get a locker, and they're right by the entrance.
So my number, was that your number 3?
That was my number 4.
Right, my number 3 is Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. So again, this is right by the rapids. It is another water ride, but it's kind of like a log flume kind of one. But you get absolutely soaked.
You do. Yeah, there's a theme growing here.
Yeah. There's a lot more getting wet kind of water rides at
Islands of Adventure. Definitely. But the other thing as well is you do the ride and you come down the kind of final drop, and as you get to the end you kind of turn around to kind of go back.
And there's people there squirting you as well,
yeah.
so thanks.
So you have to pay into the kind of gun things to shoot people with the water.
But people do.
But people do it, and depending on who's there at the time, you can get absolutely drenched because they just constantly fire at you.
But you do get soaked as you come down.
You
there.
do get very,
and
very wet.
There's not just like one drop. There's a good.
Oh, there's a few
3.
drops. It's definitely a poncho.
Yeah,
definitely a poncho for that one. We got some pictures actually of us in our ponchos.
Yes.
Where I'm kind of like holding on for dear life, trying not to kind of get absolutely drenched, but it's too late. I'm already soaked. So.
Yeah. So that's that one.
That's that one.
Number 3.
My number 3 was Silent Fury.
Oh yeah.
Which
Anything
was-
else on that one?
No.
My number 3 was Dudley Do-Right.
So what's our number 2 then?
What's your number 2?
My number 2
I think they're going to be the same now.
takes us to Harry Potter for Harry Potter
Here's my list.
and the Forbidden Journey.
It's fine, they're the same.
Yeah, I love this ride. The whole theming of Harry Potter, Universal have mastered this. The whole feel of it.
It's phenomenal. Literally, you feel like you're at Hogwarts.
Yeah, the whole walking through.
Hogsmeade, you are there.
You kind of walk into the castle. Again, you've got the locker straight there, and you go out into the kind of the conservatory greenhouse area. You walk through. You go to Dumbledore's office. Don't forget sherbet lemons. But it's just fantastic, and the ride itself is so cool. You're basically taking a ride on a broomstick and travelling around, and you get thrown around.
The spider,
yeah,
Aragog.
It's really, really cool. So check it out. Number 1. So number 1 ride, Islands of Adventure.
So considering it was the first thing we went on, what time is it? 8 o'clock in the morning?
It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's
First
the first thing we
thing.
went on.
Probably not a good idea to do that again, because I come off with a massive headache, and you didn't feel too great coming off of it. You were like,
But I love it.
But it is an amazing ride. Again, I think we went on it straight away because obviously the queue times can get quite long for it.
Yeah. You tell them what it is. The Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just.
It's just when you come out of the tube, because like it's
It
like
fires you again.
fire one, and as soon as you come out, like as you're walking around that area, all you can hear is these like every time it comes out. It is funny.
It is cool. It's really, really cool ride. It's one of the best coasters that I've been on. It just throws you around. If you like a thrill ride, then this is definitely the ride for you.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Cool.
Our top 5 at Islands of Adventure. So there you go. We're going to be doing one more video of this little mini-series, and that will be over at Universal Studios. So if you want to check that out, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you like this, give us a thumbs up. And if you agree, disagree, then comment below. But until then, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.